Hey everyone, and welcome to the Deep Dive. You know how we do things here.
Yeah.
We take a big pile of information and we really sift through it all and pull out those little golden nuggets, the good stuff. And today, we're diving into AI in fashion e-commerce.
Oh, yeah.
It's
This will be good.
it's really fascinating stuff.
Yeah.
It's like having a personal AI stylist
Yeah.
who knows exactly what you want even before you do. Helps you buy clothes that really fit your style.
Yeah.
And are good for the planet.
Right. And not only just for you, but also the planet.
Exactly.
Sustainability is a big thing.
And speaking of smart fashion tech,
Yeah.
I want to tell you about our sponsor today,
Okay.
Cloutfit.ai.
Proutfit.ai.
That's CLOUTFIT.ai.
Got it.
And they're a B2B company that was founded by,
Okay.
get this,
Okay.
the former CPO and CTO of major fashion e-commerce companies.
Wow.
So they really know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
They're using AI to help their clients get more people engaging with their brands and increase those all-important revenue numbers.
Yeah. That's always good.
So if you're finding this deep dive useful, why not share it with a friend who loves all things fashion and tech?
Yes.
And of course,
Good idea.
don't forget to subscribe while you're at it.
Yes.
So let's get into it.
Yeah.
Have you ever been on a website and they're recommending you things?
Totally.
How do they know?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's AI at work.
That's it. And it's really just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's way beyond that.
AI is changing everything from how clothes are designed to how they're made to how we even shop for them.
It's incredible what's happening. It really is like a revolution. I mean, who would have thought that an industry like fashion, so driven by like gut feeling and intuition and all that, would actually embrace data and AI? But it's really for the better, I think.
I know. It's a total shift.
Yeah, it's a total shift.
It's like, remember those old days of waiting for the next season's fashion trends?
Oh, yeah.
Now.
The magazines.
The
shows. It's like, now forget about it. It's real time.
Real-time data.
Real-time data and AI predictions.
Yeah.
AI predictions.
Yeah. The crazy thing is, it's not just small brands. It's like the big names.
Yeah.
Zara, Gucci, Burberry, H&M. They're all using it to forecast trends, optimize their entire supply chains, and to minimize waste, which is fantastic. I mean, I read this really interesting thing about Zara where they used AI to analyze all the social media trends, and they actually predicted the rising popularity of certain colors and styles.
Oh, wow.
Before they even hit the streets, really. And so they were able to adjust their production in real time. And that led to a significant reduction in the stuff that they didn't sell.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It's like AI is giving them this.
It's like a crystal ball.
Yeah.
A fashion crystal ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they can see what's coming next and be ready for it. And then what's even more mind-blowing is that they're not just predicting trends, they're actually designing clothes with AI.
Wow.
Like Google's Project Muse. Have you heard of that?
No.
They used AI to generate clothing designs.
Wow.
Based on user input, current trends, and even artwork. So you could have a computer program design a dress based on your favorite painting, which is...
That's mind-blowing.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
But does that mean that human designers are going to be
right
out of a job?
That's the big question, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are kind of worried about that.
Yeah.
But I don't see it that way.
Okay.
I really think instead of replacing designers, AI is actually a tool to help them be even more creative.
So it's more of a collaboration, competition.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, instead of competition.
AI can take care of all that data analysis, the trend forecasting, all that stuff. So the designers can actually focus on the artistic vision, the emotional aspect of fashion, which is really what it's all about.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
It's AI is doing all the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
And the designers are free to just...
It's like having this amazing assistant, doing all that boring stuff.
Yeah.
And you can focus on the fun stuff.
But how does this affect us?
Right.
The shoppers.
The people who actually wear the clothes.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever wished you had a personal stylist?
To
pick out the perfect outfit for you.
Yeah.
That's basically what AI is trying to do for everyone.
Okay.
Is create a shopping experience that's tailored to your individual preferences and needs.
And I'm guessing that starts with like hyper-personalization?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know, when you're shopping online and you see those recommendations,
Yeah.
that's the starting point.
Right.
Yeah. Platforms like ASOS, Amazon, they're using AI to look at your browsing history, what you've bought in the past, even data from similar users
Wow.
to recommend things that they think you'll love.
Okay.
And it really does
Yeah.
work.
And it's all about making the shopping experience
More relevant and
Yeah.
more engaging.
It's the whole journey.
Yeah.
It's like trying to figure out.
Remember when you used to squint at a blurry picture online
Yeah, be like.
and try to guess how it would look on you?
Yeah.
Yeah, those days are over thanks to AI.
Okay.
We've got brands like Zalando and Warby Parker that are using this virtual try-on technology,
Okay.
which is powered by AI and augmented reality. So you can actually try on clothes
Okay.
and accessories virtually.
So how does that even work?
It's pretty cool, actually. So they use your phone or your computer's camera, and then the AI can map the garment onto your image in real time.
Right.
So you can see how it would fit, how it would drape on your body.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So you can try on a million outfits.
A magic mirror.
Yeah, a magic mirror.
That lets you try on thousands of outfits.
Yeah.
Without leaving your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And it's not just about convenience. It actually helps to reduce return rates.
Oh, okay.
Which is a good thing for both shoppers and brands.
Yeah.
And then speaking of convenience, you know how sometimes you just have a fashion emergency?
Yeah.
You need advice right away.
Yeah.
We've got AI-powered chatbots.
Oh, wow.
They can answer your questions 24/7.
Okay.
They can give you style advice, help you navigate the online store.
Wow.
We're seeing brands like Dior, Balenciaga.
Oh, wow.
They're all using AI chatbots.
That's very fancy.
Yeah, to give their customers personalized recommendations and instant support.
So it's like having a fashion expert.
It's like having a fashion expert in your pocket, exactly.
Yeah.
Available all the time.
Yeah.
And they're getting smarter all the time.
Wow.
So they can learn your preferences.
Wow.
And they can even suggest outfits based on your upcoming events or the weather in your location.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So it's like they're like predicting your needs almost.
They're like anticipating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before you even know them.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing.
That's really cool.
And then have you ever seen something amazing on Instagram or somewhere and you're like, how do I find something like that?
All the time.
Right. So AI is making that a reality with visual search.
Okay.
So platforms like Pinterest Lens and Forever 21 are using AI to let you upload an image.
Okay.
And then it will find similar items across different websites.
Oh, wow.
Even Gucci's using this for their luxury clientele.
Okay.
So you can snap a picture and then find that must-have Gucci bag.
So AI is like bridging the gap between inspiration
and what actually buys
and purchase.
Yeah.
Yeah, making that shopping journey more seamless and intuitive.
It really is amazing how technology is really making...
And this is just the beginning.
Oh, wow.
The future of AI in fashion is even more exciting.
Okay.
We're talking about virtual shopping experiences in the metaverse.
Oh, wow.
Where you can try on clothes digitally.
Wow.
Attend virtual fashion shows.
That's incredible.
Interact with other shoppers all from your own home.
It sounds like it's a sci-fi movie.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how is AI changing the fashion industry in the real world, like beyond digital?
Well, one of the really exciting things is sustainability.
Okay.
Fashion has kind of a bad reputation for being very wasteful.
Yeah.
But AI is helping to change that.
Okay.
It can help brands be smarter about what they produce.
Predict trends, manage inventory levels so they're not making too much stuff that ends up in a landfill.
So AI is giving brands a more sustainable approach.
Exactly.
Right.
Helping them make better choices for the planet and the bottom line.
Yeah.
Brands like Stella McCartney and Patagonia, who are really known for their sustainability efforts, they're integrating AI into their operations to help them be even more sustainable.
So it's not just about more tech savvy.
It's about making it more sustainable.
Yeah. It's about making it
aligning the industry
better for the planet.
Yeah, with the values of those consumers who really care about the environment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
But with all these amazing possibilities, are there any downsides?
Well, that's a great question. And that's what we're going to explore in part 2 of our deep dive into AI in fashion.
Don't go anywhere.
We'll be right back. So, we've been talking about all the amazing things that AI is doing in fashion.
It's been really fun.
And have you ever wondered, like, how does it all actually work?
Yeah, behind the scenes.
Like, what's the magic behind the curtain?
Yeah, because it can't all be magic.
Right.
Yeah, what's the technology?
Yeah.
What's going on under the hood to make all this possible?
So a lot of it comes down to these things called machine learning algorithms.
Okay.
And basically, you can think of them as like these pattern detecting whizzes.
Okay.
They can look at huge amounts of data like browsing history, past purchases, even stuff from social media.
Wow.
And then they use that knowledge to make predictions about what people might want next.
So it's kind of like how Spotify recommends music.
It's exactly like that.
Based on what you've listened to before.
Yeah, they analyze what styles are trending, what colors people are drawn to,
Right.
even things like what kind of weather's influencing purchases. It's all about understanding those little connections and using them to create that super personalized shopping experience.
It's amazing how AI can pick up on those little things.
Yeah.
Those nuances that we might not even be aware of ourselves.
Exactly.
But it's not just about personalization.
Right.
But it's also helping brands to be a lot smarter.
Yeah.
About what they produce and when.
Exactly.
And ultimately that can help to reduce waste.
Absolutely. Because these algorithms can analyze past sales data, predict those upcoming trends, optimize inventory levels, so they're making sure that the brands are producing just the right amount of the right products at the right time. And this helps to minimize all that unsold inventory and reduce that environmental impact of overproduction.
So it's like AI is giving brands like a much more sustainable approach to fashion.
It's like a superpower for sustainability, helping them make decisions that are good for their business and the planet. And let's not forget image recognition.
Okay.
This is a huge part of everything we're talking about, from virtual try-ons to visual search. AI is really good at understanding what's in a picture and using that information to create this really seamless shopping experience.
So for those of us who aren't like tech wizards, can you break down how does image recognition actually work?
Sure. It's all thanks to this branch of AI called computer vision, which lets machines see and understand images.
Okay.
So think about those virtual fitting rooms we talked about earlier. AI can map the garment onto your image using your phone's camera in real time, so you can actually see how it would look without physically trying it on.
It's like having a virtual stylist.
It's like a virtual stylist.
Right in your phone.
Right in your pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not just clothes either.
No, it's not just clothes.
It's like makeup.
Makeup, glasses, furniture.
Even.
Furniture. The possibilities are endless.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
It's making shopping so much more interactive.
Yeah, it's way more
engaging.
Than it used to be.
It's not just clicking and buying anymore.
Yeah.
It's like you're actually experiencing the product.
Yeah. And what about those AI chatbots?
Oh, yeah, the chatbots.
They seem almost human.
Yeah.
Is there really someone on the other end of those chats, or is it just AI?
So the technology behind that is called natural language processing.
Okay.
NLP.
Okay.
And that allows machines to understand and respond to human language in a way that feels natural.
So they're not just
they're not just pre-programmed.
Pre-programmed, like a set of answers.
They're actually understanding what you're saying.
Wow.
And formulating a unique response.
That's incredible. It's amazing how far AI's come.
It is.
It started out as these...
It's come a long way.
Simple recommendation engines.
Yeah.
And now it's from recommending products to...
Yeah, it's these complex systems...
It's having conversation with you.
...that are changing the way we interact with fashion completely.
Yeah, it's a whole different world. It makes you wonder what's next.
Yeah, what is known?
What other amazing things are going to come out of this?
What other innovations are on the horizon?
Well, one of the things that I'm really excited about is this idea of AI-generated fashion.
Okay.
So imagine a world where AI is not just assisting designers, but actually creating entire fashion lines.
Whoa.
From scratch.
Like AI is the ultimate fashion designer.
That's the idea.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's pretty radical.
How would that even work?
So you would train the AI on this massive amount of data.
Okay.
Fashion history, current trends, cultural influences, and then it could use that knowledge to generate designs, patterns, suggest fabrics and colors, basically everything that goes into creating a clothing collection.
That's like straight out of a sci-fi movie.
I know. It's crazy.
But I have to admit, it's a fascinating concept.
Yeah.
So you're saying AI could potentially become Like the ultimate trendsetter.
It's definitely possible.
Wow.
And think about the potential for personalization.
Okay.
AI could create clothing lines tailored to specific people's preferences.
Wow.
Body types, lifestyles. It's like having your own personal designer.
Yeah.
But it's an AI.
So would designers become obsolete?
That's a good question. I think it's more likely that AI would become this incredibly powerful tool for designers.
Okay.
So it would help them explore new ideas, speed up the design process, and focus on those really creative, strategic elements of their work.
So it's more about augmentation than replacement.
Exactly. It's about finding that sweet spot where technology and human creativity can work together.
Yeah.
And this isn't just happening in the design world either. It's changing the way we shop.
Okay.
You know, we talked about virtual try-ons, but imagine actually being able to step into a virtual store. Okay.
Browse the racks, try things on digitally.
Yeah.
Interact with other shoppers.
Wow.
All from your own home.
So this is like virtual shopping in the metaverse.
That's it.
Yeah, I've heard so much about that.
Yeah.
It still seems like really futuristic.
Futuristic, but the technology we could actually be doing
is already there.
In the near future.
It is. And there are some early adopters who are already experimenting with it.
So it's not just hype.
It's not just hype.
This could actually be the future of retail.
It could be the future. Especially as those lines between the physical and the digital world become more and more blurred.
Yeah.
And it's not just about how cool it is.
Okay.
It also has the potential to be way more sustainable.
Okay. How so?
Well, you don't have to physically manufacture clothes for people to try on virtually.
Yeah.
And you could reduce waste from returns and shipping.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so it's a win-win. Yeah. And it could open up all these crazy creative possibilities for designers.
Okay.
Because they could design things specifically for the digital realm.
Wow.
You know, no limitations of physical materials or manufacturing processes.
It's like a whole new canvas for them?
It is a whole new canvas.
Wow. But what about people who still shopping in an actual store?
Yeah, what about that tactile experience?
Yeah, are those going to disappear?
I think there's definitely room for both.
Okay.
I think physical stores will probably evolve to become more about experiences, personal service, unique events, creating that sense of community that you don't get online.
Yeah. So it's not about one replacing the other.
No.
It's more about like both coexisting and like offering different aspects of the shopping experience.
Yeah, it's about having choices.
Yeah.
You know, some people will love the virtual world.
Yeah.
Some people will always want to go into a store, and that's fine.
But with all this talk about AI and the metaverse, it's important to remember that technology is just a tool.
It is a tool.
Yeah.
It's not the solution in itself.
Yeah.
It's how we use it. And that really matters.
So we've talked a lot about the positive impacts.
We have.
But what about the potential downsides?
Right.
Are there risks?
Well, any powerful technology is going to have its own set of ethical considerations.
Okay.
And that's what we're going to talk about in the next segment.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. You know, we've been exploring how AI is changing the fashion world, but you also mentioned that there are some potential downsides to all this.
Right. Yeah. There are always two sides to every coin.
Yeah. What are some of the things that we should be thinking about as AI becomes more integrated into fashion?
Well, one of the things that kind of worries me is, you know, that AI could create these echo chambers of style. Like, if the algorithm's only showing me clothes based on what I've bought before, am I really ever going to see new styles or trends that might actually, you know, open up my world a little bit?
That's a good point. It's like being stuck in a style rut.
It is.
But it's the algorithm that's keeping you there.
Exactly.
Not your own, like, lack of being adventurous or anything.
It's like the algorithm saying, no, this is what you, like, this is all you're going to see.
Yeah.
And it's called the filter bubble effect.
Okay.
And we see this happening all over the place. You know, news feeds, social media.
Yeah.
You're constantly being shown things that just reinforce what you already think and believe.
Right.
Which can stop you from discovering new ideas and perspectives.
So how do we avoid that in fashion? How do we make sure that AI is actually helping us expand our style horizons and not limiting them?
Well, I think it takes a bit of effort from both sides, you know?
Yeah.
As consumers, we need to be aware of these filter bubbles and actually make a conscious effort to break free. Don't just stick to the same categories. Try browsing things you wouldn't normally look at.
Yeah.
Maybe try on a style that's a bit out there for you.
It's like trying a new restaurant.
Exactly.
Or listening to a different kind of music.
Yeah, sometimes the best discoveries happen when you go off the beaten path a little bit.
Yeah, I like that.
And then from the tech side, the people who create these algorithms, they need to be more mindful of this filter bubble effect, too.
Okay.
Design systems that introduce some randomness, some surprise.
Okay, so like suggest things that are totally different from your usual style.
Exactly.
But then give a little explanation of why the algorithm thinks you might like it.
Yeah, like you usually wear a lot of black, but we think you might love this bright floral print.
Yeah.
It's all about balance, personalization, but also a bit of discovery.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the brands have a role to play, too.
So what can brands do to, like, promote diversity and a more, open-minded approach to style?
Well, they don't have to just let the AI make all the decisions. Yeah.
They can actually use their platform to challenge those old-fashioned ideas about style.
Right.
Show a wider range of sizes, body types, ethnicities in their marketing. Work with designers from different backgrounds. Promote inclusivity as a core value.
It's about using their influence to shape a more open-minded and accepting fashion culture.
Exactly. Fashion should be for everyone.
Yeah. It should be a force for good.
Absolutely.
Not just about making money.
Right.
And all this leads to another really important thing we have to consider: data privacy.
Ah, yes, that's a big one.
These AI systems are collecting so much information about us.
They are.
Our browsing history, what we buy, our style preferences, what's happening to all that data.
Right, because it can feel a bit creepy.
Yeah.
Like they're building this whole profile on you.
Yeah.
So brands need to be transparent about what they're doing with that data.
Fair.
Give us more control over our privacy settings.
So like options to opt out of certain data collection practices or to see what information the company actually has about me.
Yes, exactly. Transparency is key.
Yeah.
They need to make sure they're using our data responsibly and ethically.
Yeah.
Not selling it to other companies.
Right.
Or using it in ways we haven't agreed to.
So it's about building trust.
It is.
And letting consumers make their own choices about their data.
Exactly. Giving them the power to decide.
It's about making sure that AI is being used to benefit everyone.
That's the goal.
So using AI to create a more sustainable fashion industry.
Yes.
Promote diversity and inclusion.
Absolutely.
Empower workers instead of replacing them.
Exactly.
It's a lot to think about.
It is.
But it's exciting to see how this technology is going to shape the fashion world.
It is. It's a really interesting time to be involved in fashion.
We've covered a lot of ground today, from those algorithms that drive those personalized recommendations to all the ethical considerations.
Yeah, it's been a deep dive.
It has been a deep dive.
For sure. But one thing's for sure, AI is not going anywhere.
It's here to stay.
And it's going to keep changing the fashion industry in ways we can't even imagine.
I'm just scratching the surface.
It's up to all of us.
Yeah.
Consumers, brands, tech developers.
Everyone.
To make sure that future is a good one.
Absolutely.
Use AI as a tool to create a more stylish, sustainable, and fair fashion world.
The fashion world you can all be proud of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And never forget that human element.
Right.
The joy of expressing yourself and connecting with others through fashion.
That's what it's all about.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into AI and fashion, what are your final thoughts for our listeners?
My advice would be embrace the possibilities, stay curious, and never be afraid to challenge the algorithm.
Great advice, words to live by.
Yeah.
And a huge thank you to our sponsor, Cloutfit.ai.
Yes.
CLOUTFIT.ai.
They're doing amazing things.
For supporting this deep dive into the world of fashion and technology.
Yeah.
They're definitely the ones to watch in this space.
For sure.
So check them out. This is The Deep Dive signing off. Stay stylish, and we'll catch you next time.
See you later.